What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails in the Sky first chapter. So, I don't remember how I referred to it in the my original playthrough. I don't know if I said FC. I think I probably said FC, Trails in the Sky FC. But obviously I'm going to be saying first chapter here to differentiate. Not that it's going to be that hard to differentiate. But, we started our playthrough last time and got to see some of the beautiful cutscenes that Falcom had in store for us, as well as just appreciating the first 3D look we're having of, you know, the Rolent area of Liberl, and obviously there's going to be a ton more places for us to visit in these next couple of games. I say couple because even though we probably will get a Trails in the Sky the 3rd remake, you spend most of that in Phantasma, so it's really only the first 2 games where we're actually going to get to freely run around Liberl, so there's obviously a lot of places in the 2nd game that we don't really see in the 1st game, even though a lot of places do overlap. But anyways, we are here in Rolent. We are here for Estelle and Joshua to finally pass their exam and become full-fledged junior bracers, and for our journey to officially begin. So, we're gonna keep walking around for a bit. See what we got in here. Look at that, guns. You know, obviously very old-looking guns compared to what we have in the current games. You know, stuff like, you know, reset wheels, for example. Well, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Elger. Good morning. You two are up nice and early. Isn't today the last day of your training? I believe you said that the last time you watched over my shop, Joshua. Yes, that's right. Right, well, I'm sure a capable young man like you will do just fine. Estelle, on the other hand, you've been rather careless ever since you were little. I see. So you were like this even back then. Hey! Cut it out already. Now, don't fight. You two have somewhere to be. Don't you remember? Oh, that was the end of it. I was like, I hit auto, so it was taking so long, but... obviously new weapons, but can't afford them right now. I don't want to spend all our money yet. So we'll come back here and gear up later. It's not like there's a way for us to make money in this specific moment. I like that they have that so you know who's talking to you as you kind of walk by. Frio. Phew, work's taking me to Mistwalled Forest in the south. There's a merchant from Bose who wants to purchase lumber in bulk, and I've got to prepare it all for the order. Here's the kids! Luke, if you want to come with me, you better keep up. I'm the one who found it. Alright. Luke and Pat, take me with you. I'm the one who told you about it. Alright, enjoy your running around, kids. Cruz. Good morning, Cruz. Tom Cruise. Morning, Estelle, Joshua. Hey, you two are going to be bracers soon, right? Oh, how'd you know? Because I want to join the news industry when I'm older. Oh, that's right, we're going to see Niall and Dorothy soon. I almost said Dial and Dorothy. I'll join the Liberal News Agency and become the best female reporter around. I've already got quite the information network. That right. My reporter's intuition is telling me that you two are going to be the talk of the town. Not wrong. Aha, thanks. 2 bracers bound together by love and justice. What a story. Sounds like a perfect setup for some juicy drama. Huh? But Joshua and I aren't like that. We're just siblings. Estelle, you really don't understand a thing. Joshua is only your adopted brother. You never know, you know? I mean, they really shouldn't word it like that, considering we know they get together, but I know the readers would love it too. Readers? I can't really picture that. Well, one day you will. Better not disappoint me, Kay. Two bracers protect each other's backs while attempting to make a daring escape from danger. Why, I wouldn't be surprised if love blossomed out of a situation like that. It's so dreamy. Just her own personal fan fiction. Alright, what do we got in here? Sarah. Honestly, my husband flipped over the bookshelf again. I thought she was sick, but no, it's just dust. The room's so packed with dust I can barely breathe. Glory of the Kingdom. Introduction to Orbment Technology. History of the Rolent region. Septian Church and Bracer Guild. Where in the world does the books I bought the other day disappear to? I really need to get my collection in order. Right, let's see. A culinary tour of the barrel? Huh? When did I buy this? Alright, cool. Oh, there's a blue marker in here. There's a notebook on the desk. Oh, it's Luke's diary. Oh, this is new. I'm a bracer. I live in a small rural town. It's my job to keep peace around here. Today, I took on some requests. Wait, what? So this has got to be a different Luke, then. My first task was milking cows at the ranch, and the second one was plowing fields on the farm. Those were super easy for me. Then came my last request, babysitting. At first, I thought babysitting would be a piece of cake. But I was too naive. There were 7 kids in that house, and even for someone like me, handling them was exhausting. I had to soothe crying babies, change diapers, break up fights, do laundry, clean the house, and even walk the dog. Tasks like that went beyond babysitting. Although I was starving and completely fed up, I made sure to report back to the guild. It would have been embarrassing to give up like a loser. When I finally got back to the guild, the other bracers were staring at me. That's right. I'm a famous bracer in this town, so it's normal for others to pay attention. They're probably just jealous of my achievements. As I was about to go to the desk to report my bracer work, someone suddenly grabbed my collar and pulled me backward. When I turned around, it was someone scarier than any monster, my dad. He smacked me in the head and said, "How long do you plan to keep playing bracer instead of helping out at home?" Then he dragged me back home and lectured me for a long time. I didn't even do anything wrong. How dare he treat a bracer like this? I'm a self-appointed bracer. Today, oh my god. Today, once again, I'll protect the peace of the neighborhood and solve any requests that come my way. Okay, so that's cool. So you get that. That Luke, I swear. The little runt ran right out the door without even taking a bite of breakfast. Just where has he gone off to now? This is very odd that it makes you read the same thing over again, so I'm wondering if, like, I don't want to assume that they didn't localize everything, they just repeated it, but, usually it's supposed to be separate dialogue for each thing, but maybe it's not. Maybe not every NPC has separate dialogue for their second conversation. Bar a bend. Yes, the lumber has already been arranged for. I'm working on the septium now. Milano? Simon, listen to me carefully. Now is the perfect time to invest in Rolent's lumber and septium. Take the plunge and invest as much budget as allowed. Our target is the Queen's Birthday Festival. Prices will soar during that period. We'll procure now while they're cheap and insert them into the market later. So, business lady over here. One of the miners, Trent. Munch, munch. Chomp, chomp. Chew, chew. Gulp. You sure work out an appetite down the mine, let me tell you. Alright. Faulkner. I only started here because I was told I could tend the bar. But now they've added breakfast and lunch, and now I'm practically a waiter.
値打ち品はあるかな?
Very cool. So these will obviously be important because you can, I assume that there's going to be a cooking level like the Daybreak games. Alyssa, come on in. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Hi, Alyssa. Long time no see. What are you up to today? Oh, are you two perhaps on a date? Get your head out of the clouds. We're just about to start bracer training. Oh, that's no fun. Seems like our Sunday school classmates are now working hard on achieving their dreams. But I have to say, Estelle, your dream was pretty unique. Yeah, but what's wrong with that? Nothing at all. I think it fits you to a T. Oh yeah, Tio is going to be helping out at her family farm. She said we should come visit her sometime. Tio, huh? I didn't know. Seems like all our... Yeah, okay. Good luck on your venture, Estelle. Anyone else in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh god, look how nice this looks. You know, this map feels a lot more like, oh, this is so cool. We get to actually just look at the full map here. It doesn't show us the other continents, though. Like, obviously, we know Erebonia is right up here, north. Calvert is over here. Then Crossbell is somewhere in the middle. Well, actually, no. Calvert should be this way. Yeah, Calvert should be over here. This is Erebonia, and Crossbell should be right up here in the middle somewhere. Alright, I think we have spoken to everyone in here at the Aben Bar. No one sitting out here at the tables we can talk to. That's obviously out of town. This is out of town as well. Like I said, we're really going to take our time here early on. Old Man Pandu. Could that be? Ho ho ho. Well, how about that? It's the naughty girl and clever boy from Cassius's place. I was wondering where you'd gotten off to. Just when did you two get so big? I see you're still hanging around here as always, Old Man Pandu. I mean, this place may as well be my home now. I'm going to watch over this clock tower until my dying days. Hey, is something wrong? You look like you're zoning out. Ah, oh, it's nothing. So, want to head up the observation deck?
ここいい眺めだよね。ロレント中が見渡せてさ。
そうね。
Obviously, we know this is where, during the 100 Days War stuff, where, Estelle's mother protected her. Alright, we're not going to the guild just yet. This is obviously Hotel Rolent. Let's check it out real quick. Verne, like Verne Company. Welcome to Hotel Rolent. Will you two be staying the night together? Huh? Wait, hold on. It's just us, Verne. Haha, yes, I know. I was only joking, Estelle. I was just practicing my greetings for our guests. Right. For all his earnest decorum and politeness, Verne sure does enjoy pulling my leg. Maybe it's because you're so fun to tease. Estelle, if you pass the exam, you'll become Rolent's second female bracer after Sherazard. I wish you and Joshua the best of luck. Well, we can see if there's any residents here. It doesn't look like it, though. There don't seem to be any people. You never know. We might find... Oh, good. And they even... I wondered if they would just keep it the same as, like, the hotel rooms in, like, the recent games, but these are actually, you know, pretty much one-to-one what they were in, the Libero games as well, with the interestingly shaped bathroom here, with, like, the, I don't even know what shape you would call that. 1, 2, 3, 4, like a pentagon. It's funny there's doors here, but these don't actually lead to anything. Or at least that specific door there doesn't actually open to anything. Then there's another room here. Alright, all that's left over here... Well, there's a couple buildings. There's the church. Here's where the mayor stays. I forget the mayor's name off the top of my head, but can we go in? Oh, we can. This is obviously where we're first going to meet Josette here in a little bit. Hello, Rita. The maid. Ah, I'm so very busy. The manor is larger than it looks. Wait on the master, clean, do laundry. A maid's morning is never easy. Alright. I'm going to finish all the cleaning before my lady returns from the chapel. It's kind of crazy because we still have yet to do a battle, and I've been playing this playthrough at, what, like, over an hour now? Can I look at it from somewhere? Oh yeah, here we go. An hour and 19 minutes. And, you know, we still have yet to... Which, obviously, at least Daybreak 1 was at least like an hour and a half before your first battle. That's why this isn't, you know, that's the mayor. We'll talk to him in a second. That's why the series really isn't for everybody, is just because it's a lot more... I always consider it's just an interactive, like a very interactive visual novel. Because a lot of it is just cutscenes. You know, I always say it's like 70% of these games is cutscenes and 30% is actual, like, battle gameplay. Like, if you were to actually just take your full play time and just, you know, kind of weigh it, it would be like 70-30. So that's why it's hard for people to get into, because you're doing a lot more story than anything else. There's the safe that Josette is going to steal the thing from. Ah, good morning to you, Estelle and Joshua. It's Klaus. Good morning, Mayor. Good morning. I've heard the rumors. So you two are trained to become bracers, is that right? I'm reassured to know that even our youth are inspired to become the shield that protects others. I have high hopes for you two. Yes, we'll do our best. Well, Mayor Klaus is a good guy. Don't ever have to question that. Even when stuff hits the fan later, he's always vouching for Estelle and Joshua. Obviously, he's gotten to see them grow up. Okay, third floor. Nothing up here. Alright, we'll check the church, and then we will finally get to go in and meet with Charizard. Let's see if there are any other things back here. We got an item. Thalos Bomb. Wait, a Thalos Bomb? So instead of a, what is it normally called? Because Thalos is normally the art. Like a revival bomb. So I guess they went with Thalos in this, translation. We gotta remember, though, this isn't NIS America, it's Gung-Ho, so there may be some things that are, you know, handled differently. Alright, let's check the church. I mean, obviously Kevin's not gonna be here yet. Kevin won't be in this game at all. We don't get to see Kevin till second chapter. Good morning, Miss Mylene. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Heading out this early in the morning, are you? You have my sympathy. Father Divine. Oh, it's been a while, you two. Very admirable of you to be visiting the chapel at such early hours. Good morning, Father. Good morning. Why, hello, Estelle. I remember you were a habitually tardy young girl in Sunday school. Have you perhaps mended your habits since graduation? I'm working on it. There is still some time until Mass. Now that you're here, how about I give you to a special lecture? We're good. Why, me too. What did I do? yeah, there should be more. Oh my, it's almost time for Mass. The mayor's wife is already here, so I have to hurry and get ready. Yep, we got the second floor of the church up here. Oh man, this is just so nice. It's so relaxing to be back in Libero, doing our rounds. You know, because obviously things are so hectic later in the series. Right now, this is the simple time. Not that it's gonna last, but for now, it's simple. Oh, there's you. Okay, so Uni was that guy's daughter. And not the cat. Hey, Estelle. Hey, Joshua. Good morning, Uni. You're not with Luke or Pat today? I was until a little while ago. But then they just took off somewhere. Oh, so and here's gonna be the entrance to the sewers. We're gonna come out after we meet with Charizard. Oh man, this is just so nice. Just take it nice and easy. I wonder where they've gone off to. Alright, I think now we've officially checked every building. Oh wait, no. We haven't gone into the Orbital Factory yet. Hey, Freddy. Look at Freddy! Wow, they really gave him a unique design. Now that it's not, you know, sprites anymore. Hey, if this is Estelle and Joshua. How's the Orbital Arts Orbiment I adjusted for you the other day? Stella's having problems, but I think it's more of an issue with the user than the Orbiment. She's an act first, think later kind of person. It slows down her learning. Though, once she finally figures something out, she's more than capable than most. Well, excuse me. There, everyone struggles with it at first. Once you get the knack, you'll get it in no time. Right. I'll get the hang of it real fast and leave Joshua in the dust. Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't able to use them well either when I first joined the Central Factory in Zeiss. You too, Freddy? Yeah, though, well, you can't become a technician if you can't use it at all. Estelle, you're aiming to be a bracer, so you're gonna need to work on it. Aww. Everyone struggles with tactical orbits at first. Yeah. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, just Estelle and Joshua, huh? I'll have to see you two up so early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Good morning. Thank you for repairing the orbit light the other day. The light outside our house is broken, right? You practically can't live without orbit these days, as we see in every single arc, because they make it, you know, for the most part, it's a, I don't know if we had to do it in the Calvert arc, but at least the first 3 arcs, there was always an instance of us having, actually, I don't know if we did it in Crossbell either, but I know for sure in Cold Steel we did it, because you do it during your first field study, and obviously here we're going to do it here in a bit. Fixing the orbital lights to keep the monsters away. Back when I was a kid, we didn't have stuff like orbits. Well, yeah, I mean, orbits have only been a thing since the, since around 1150, before, Epstein, passed away. Now you can make fire. Well, actually, we don't know when he. I don't know when he actually passed away, but around 1150 is when orbits became a thing. And this game takes place in 1202. Now you can make fire or light with a snap. They've even got whole flying ships. I can't say I'm too happy. Life has become too easy. Oh, great. Here comes a lecture about the good old days. If you had just said thank you and goodbye, we wouldn't be in this situation. When I was just a lad, we did it with all blood, sweat, and tears. I just hope youngsters these days don't forget the value of hard work. Sure hope not. Not wrong. Orbits are so convenient, I worry that youngsters may forget the value of hard work. Listen, Estelle and Joshua, never forget how to stand on your own 2 feet. I mean, that does become, you know, a character arc thing. We're not just a story arc here where, you know, when the orbital shutdown happens. So what I'm curious, so there's no date or anything, right? We're gonna have to wait till we have access to, our Bracer book to see if they, actually have a calendar. Because obviously, we didn't really have an actual calendar until we got to Cold Steel 1. So I am curious to see if they're going to do that here. All right, alright, let's talk to this guy, and then we'll finally go meet up with Shara. Yeah, work's taking me to... Oh, no, here. Yeah, we already did talk to you. The merchant of bows was... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's head inside. Yeah, so far it's been every main scene has been voiced.
おはようございます。
シェラ姉、もう来てる？ええ、2階で待ってるわ。今日の研修が終われば晴れて遊撃士の仲間入りね。2人とも頑張って。うん、ありがとう。
頑張ります。
Yeah, so I'll be very interested to see. Oh, and if you go AFK for a certain while, you'll see these tips come up on the side. You can turn them off if you want to. They're not bothering me right now, though. So yeah, I'm just gonna be interested to see if it really is just all the main story is voiced. I feel like there's gonna be some scenes that aren't.
星と吊るし人、忍者と魔術師、そして逆位置の運命の輪。これは難しいわね。どう読み解いたらいいのか。シェラね、おはよう。あら、エステル、ヨシュア。珍しいわね、こんな早くに来るなんて。
It's funny to see her so young.
最後の研修くらいはね。とっとと終わらせて遊撃士になってやるんだから。いつも意気込みはいいんだけど、ま、その心意気に応えて今日のまとめは厳しくいくからね。
So like I was saying, it's funny to see Sherazade so young because obviously it's not like she's that much older when we see her again in Cold Steel 4, but obviously at that point, you know, Olivier proposes and all that stuff, and you know, she is quite a bit old because Cold Steel 4 takes place in 1206, so like 4 years from now. So she is quite a bit older.
覚悟しときなさい。そんな。おだまり。毎回教えたことを次々と忘れてくれちゃって。そのザルみたいな脳みそからこぼれ落ちないようにするためよ。ヨシュはシェラ姉がいじめるよ。
大丈夫ですよ、シェラさん。エステルって勉強が嫌いで予習復習もめったにやらないけど、ついでにむやみにお人よしで余計なおせっかいが大好きだけど、勘の良さはピカイチだからオーブメントも実践で覚えます。
はあ、こうなったらそれに期待するしかないわね。ちょっとヨシュはなんか全然フォローしてるように聞こえないんですけど。
心外だな。君の美点を正直に言ったのに。
まったくもう。あ、ところで知らねえ、タロットで何を占ってたの？なんだか難しい顔してたけど。ああ、これね。近い将来身の回りで起こることを漠然と占ってみたんだけど、ちょっと調子が悪いみたい。読み解くことができなかったわ。読み解くことができない？
へえ、そんなことってあるんですか？
あまりに意味深な形になると逆に解釈に困ることがあるのよね。まあそれはいいわ。最後の研修を始めるわよ。
We're gonna get to do our first fight soon. Oh, okay. So, alright, well, I got my answer very quickly of when it was gonna stop being voiced. So I guess now at this point it'll be either voiced or unvoiced. Let's have a quick review of what you've learned up to now. If you're going to work as bracers, it's essential you know at least the basics. And that goes especially for you, Estelle. You better be listening up. Yeah. So what do you want to review? We really don't have to do this, but may as well. Oh, they even did new artwork for this. Oh, that's so nice. I really wondered for like some of this stuff if they were just gonna use the artwork from the original game, but it's so nice that they actually did new art. Orbits are mechanical devices that work by utilizing what we call orbital energy. They can produce a variety of different effects depending on what quartz or processed septium you choose to install on them. I mean, even in the modern games, it's still similar to that. We just have to deal with shards now. Believe it or not, it's only been 50 years since orbits were invented, however. Nowadays, orbits are an integral part of society. You'll find them in weapons, magic, airships, and countless other everyday items. The wave of technological innovation is commonly referred to as the Orbital Revolution. Yep. Bracers. Hey! Look, we got the other 4 back there that we're going to meet eventually. Bracers are combat and investigative professionals who work to keep the peace and protect civilians in their respective regions. They aid their communities not just by culling monsters and preventing crime, but also finding lost items or escorting cargo, among other duties. The Bracer Guild has branches stationed all over the Sumerian continent to manage all the different bracers in each region. Alright, Bracer Guild. Oh, look! Oh my god, we can see the Calvard map to the right. It's obviously like 1-for-1 what it actually is over there. Oh my god, you can literally see everything. Langport to the south. Where's Krail? I think Krail is right above Edith there to the left. And then obviously to the left of the map, we can look at Erebonia right there. Crossbell's somewhere in the middle, but they're not showing that right now. That is so cool that they actually just like, it's 1-for-1 the same map we've had in the last couple Calvard games. The Bracer Guild is a worldwide association established 50 years ago, so it was established at the start of the Orbital Revolution. In addition to those located in Libero, there are branches across the continent, all contributing to local peace. In fact, their neutrality has helped them mediate conflicts between nations, such as the war from decades ago. Having said that, the Guild is perpetually short on personnel, precisely because there is such high demand for their aid. Libero Kingdom. Yep, see, Calvard, Erebonia. Very interesting they decide to just not show Crossbell at all. Like, obviously Crossbell's in between them somewhere in the middle, but I'm loving all this artwork. The Kingdom of Libero, which we call home, is a nation rich in nature and tradition. It sits on the west side of the Sumerian continent. Libero is famed for its rich stores of septium and is proud to be a technological leader in orbital development. I almost talked about something I shouldn't talk about yet. It was a Horizon thing, but thankfully I thought about it for a second. Orbit technology is also an important asset in helping Libero to defend its independence amidst disputes with neighboring nations. When we were invaded 10 years ago by the Arbonian Empire, it was orbital engineered airships that ultimately saved the kingdom from ruin. Although relations with the Empire remain strained, Queen Alicia's political maneuvering has allowed Libero to remain more or less peaceful. Alright. Now then, I suppose that's enough review for now. We can't afford to get behind schedule here. Stay sharp, you two. It's time for the practical part of your exam. Hey, Shara. How is this practical part different from what we've done before? It's different in that it puts what you've learned in theory to the test. AKA, I'm going to put you two through what real bracers have to deal with every single day. Oh, okay. And on that note, it's time for you to get out there and put in some physical work. I hope you're willing to work up a sweat, because I'm not going to have it any other way. Oh, heck yeah, finally. Finally, I'm going to be free from endless writing and theory and thinking and boring stuff. Guess I was all worried for nothing. Nice to see you suddenly in such high spirits. I can only hope she'll still be smiling by the end of today. Anyway, how about we get on with this first practical test? You got it. First off, you'll have to confirm the details of the job you'll be taking on. But before that, there's a little something we need to give you. Aina, are they ready? Yes. Great, now go on, you two. Take one for each of you. Come on, don't just stand there. Go on and get it. Whatever you do, do not lose these. They're going to come in very handy. Bracer notebook. Those are your official Bracer notebooks. They're where you'll record every detail of your work. What you've heard, what you found, where you found it, and so on. What may seem like minor details in the moment, more often than not, become crucial clues. You should always make a record of everything you notice, and I mean everything, okay? Oh, great, more pen pushing. Understood. Oh, that's odd. Either my hearing is out of whack, or I swear I heard one of you replied back. Whatever gave you that idea? Listen to me, Estelle. It is the duty of all bracers to keep an accurate record of all their work. So quit whining and do it. Fine, fine. She did the head scratching that Van does. They really are very similar in, you know, how they want to do things. I gotta record that. Just a Van head scratch thing. That's great. Glad to see we're on the same page. Now let's get started. See that bulletin board over there by the door? That's where all your jobs will be posted. Go there and check your job for today.
どれどれ
Oh, I love this board! It feels like an East-type board where you pick up jobs. I love how this looks. Oh my god. Search the sewers and retrieve the items stored in the treasure chest. Okay? Job details checked on the bulletin board and important work-related events will automatically be recorded in the Bracer notebook. Cool. You're able to view the general statistics of the game, such as your completed requests and battle victories. Okay, and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, we get a different section for each town. Alright, good. Looks like you've gotten the hang of using the bulletin board and notebook. Checking the bulletin board is one of the Bracer's most fundamental tasks. It's also our duty to keep tabs on what's posted there, so don't miss any urgent jobs when they pop up. Man, it feels suffocating just listening to all these rules and duties. It may certainly feel that way, but it goes to show how much responsibility comes with being a Bracer. I don't think any Bracers worth their salt do things half-heartedly. You know what? You're right, Joshua. I've got to go into this full-heartedly. Looks like you're finally starting to fix that mindset of yours. Yup, I'm feeling all pumped up now. Well then, let's get moving before all that motivation flattens out. What are we doing next? Next, we'll be going to Mr. Melder's workshop across the road to learn how to make the most out of his factory services. He's kindly taking the time out of his busy day to accommodate us, so make sure you remember your manners, okay? Sure thing. Oh, we're already here. You'll now learn how to use an orbital factory to your advantage. Here you can modify your orbits and synthesize quartz, which will allow you to use orbital arts. Arts can have a wide variety of effects, and mastering their use will save your skin in more ways than one. Danger comes with the territory of the Bracer business, so the Guild and the orbital factories have gotten to know each other pretty well. Right, that's about all I can explain. I'll let the expert here handle the technical side of things. Do you mind taking it from here, Mr. Melders? Not at all. So, what did you kids want to know? Here we go. Orbment. I just love all the art we're getting. Orbits are machines which utilize quartz attachments to produce all kinds of different effects. As you can guess from the definition, the lights in our homes and streets along engines in our airliners are also orbits. So just anything with technology is run by orbits. For today, we'll be focusing on tactical orbits, which heighten physical abilities and make possible the use of magic. Each tactical orbit is tailored to match the owner's personal aptitude, so their structure will differ from person to person. To be specific, the type of fixed elemental slots and the lines connecting them vary, but we won't be sifting through the weeds of all that today. So, okay. Oh wow, they just show a picture here of Shara casting an art. In layman's terms, what I do love about this game, that I would love to see happen moving forward is that the characters actually take out their orbment when they cast an art. The only character, there have been a few cases of it happening before, but the major cases, obviously, in recent games is Reset will use her for some of her crafts that are technically orbal arts. She'll take out her phone and do that. But in this game, everyone uses it when they cast an art, which is kind of nice. In layman's terms, an orbal art is a form of magic that can only be invoked through tactical orbits. The orbal energy stored within these devices can produce a whole smorgasbord of curious phenomena. Also, you'll have likely noticed that everyone just calls them arts. Why no one thought to just call them that from the get-go is anyone's guess. There are all kinds of arts, but before you can use them, you'll need to synthesize them with quartz at the normal factory. Once you set some quartz into an orbit slot, you'll gain the ability to use their arts. Sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium that are dropped by monsters. There are 7 so we don't even know why is it that they're dropped by monsters? Like, that's another thing we don't really understand. I'm not gonna go too deep into that line of questioning this early on, but it is interesting. Obviously, by the time we get to Trails in the Sky second chapter remake, the Calvin arc will be over, so I'll be able to talk about a lot more stuff when we get to that. But yeah, anyways, there are 7 types of Sepith. Mirage, which is silver. Time, which is black. Space, gold. Fire, red. Water, blue. Earth, brown. And wind, green. At an orbital factory, you can use Sepith to not only synthesize quartz, but also open up orbit slots in which to install quartz in. Oh, and you can also exchange Sepith for Mira if you feel so inclined. You might also find something called Sepith Mass. It's just a blend of various Sepith types that can be traded for Mira. This is obviously new dialogue because Sepith Mass didn't exist in the original game. Sepith Mass is usually the first thing you exchange when trading for Mira. Yeah, we didn't start getting Sepith Mass until Cold Steel 1, because even in the Crossbow games, we didn't have it. I'll handle any exchanges after your training is complete. Alright, last thing is quartz. Quartz are crystallized parts made by refining Sepith dropped by monsters. Look closely enough and you'll see circuits engraved inside. It's why you'll see them called crystal circuits on occasion. They raise the user's abilities while also enabling them to use different arts, among other things. Quartz can only be activated by setting them into the orbit slots. But the slot may be limited to quartz of certain elements. I mean, we know all this. When synthesizing new quartz, decide carefully where you want to set them. Cool. No more questions? Then go ahead and try out the services here for yourselves. And to do that, you'll need some Sepith. That should be enough to let you two synthesize a few quartz. In your case, Estelle, you can equip a quartz of any element. But for you, Joshua, your central slot can only accept time elemental quartz. Now try and synthesize a mind and an action time quartz. Okay, so they're telling you what to make. I think in the original game here, you were allowed to make whatever you want, but... Cool. This is so cool. We're going to end things off here, because it is going on pretty long. So next time, we're going to go ahead and synthesize this quartz, and then get on with our first request here as junior bracers with Estelle and Joshua. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.